In this training tutorial, I will demonstrate how to create a surgical guide for a one implant case. It is such an automated and quick process that really anybody can do it in just a few minutes. I will be demonstrating the updated, improved process flow using our new version of the BlueSkyPlan software, version 5.0. So you should be looking at a screen that looks like this. If you are not, then you should update your BlueSkyPlan software to the latest version. We're going to start the flow by clicking on Implant Planning and Surgical Guides, and then select the option for one or two implant case. We have introduced new functionality to automatically organize your data by patient and the relevant patient treatment. So we could see the screen that comes up in the BlueSkyPlan software. This is true for all of our digital products. So whether you're using BlueSkyPlan, LabPronto, BioBigBox, BlueSky Monitoring, your data will be organized by your patient and the patient's treatment across the digital platforms. To create a new patient, simply click on the button, Create New Patient. Enter the required fields for the first and last name, or you could enter a unique patient identifier. Go ahead and click on the Create button to create the patient. And the treatment for the patient is automatically created below. You can go ahead and click on the Edit button if you'd like to modify the treatment name. If you'd just like to try some sort of functionality, we have built in a patient for testing generic patient that you could go ahead and select this patient just to do some demo cases, or you could just go ahead and create your own fictitious patient and use that. Once you've confirmed the patient and the treatment, select the relevant jaw, and then click the Next button to proceed to data import. The dialog box opens automatically on screen, prompting you to select the relevant CT scan. Use the library hierarchy on screen to navigate to the relevant location. You can take advantage of the shortcut buttons that we have going across the top for quick access. Left click once on the relevant CT scan, or on the folder that contains the relevant CT scan uncompressed DICOM images. Once you've selected the relevant CT scan, click the OK button. Confirm the relevant DICOM series and click OK. The software now prompts us to select the relevant field of view. Find the field of view by using your left mouse button to grab and drag any of the margins inwards in any of the views. By reducing the field of view, you'll be maximizing the relevant part of the patient's anatomy on your screen and reducing the required resources your computer needs to process the data. If you would like to just load the entire data set, you don't need to move any of the borders. Just go ahead and click on OK. Click the Import Models button to open the dialog to select the relevant 3D models. Navigate to the relevant model. Left click once. You can see a preview on the right side of the screen, and then click OK. Once you have imported the relevant datasets, go ahead and click on Next. The software then loads the data and prompts you to confirm the import type, which is model STL, and to select the relevant kit type. While we do have more than 80 different implant systems in the software, we of course highly recommend using the BlueSkyBio fully guided surgical kit. If you like to use a different kit, simply click the drop down and select the relevant implant kit. Once you've confirmed the selections, go ahead and click on OK. The software now takes you through a very much automated process to confirm and to advance to the next step. The software has just automatically detected the relevant nerves. You can confirm the nerve detection in the 3D view and in the relevant 2D views. If any modifications are necessary, then simply grab and drag the nodes in the 2D views accordingly to modify the placement. We have, in most steps, shortcut buttons going across the top. So for example, if you like to auto detect the mandible nerves, you could click this button and it will re-auto detect. And we have options to set the nerves manually. Once you've confirmed on screen the automatic nerve detection, simply go ahead and click on Next. The software is now running automatic model alignment. It's aligning the 3D model to the CT scan. This is completely automatic, requiring no interaction from the user. Once the model has been aligned, confirm the model alignment in 3D space and in the relevant 2D views using the outline of the model that's visible in the 2D view. The model outline should be tightly wrapped around the relevant CT teeth, especially in the axial view. As you get closer and closer to the occlusion, you should see the model outline wrapped tightly around the teeth. Again, we have the shortcut buttons on top to redo the automatic model alignment. If you would like to activate manual alignment, you could go ahead and click on this option here, and you'll have the option to align the models manually. Once you've confirmed the model alignment, simply click on Next. On the screen, we are selecting the relevant tooth. Go ahead and left click once on the relevant tooth. You could see the option for automatically create AI tooth is selected. So the software will generate an automatically designed AI tooth based on the anatomy of the adjacent teeth. Go down to the implant selection, left click on the implant button, and select the relevant implant. You will have the option later of modifying the implant size. So select the initial implant size that you would like to place. If you would like to add a custom abutment to the implant to see the trajectory of the implant, switch over to implant, choose custom abutment, and then you could choose the diameter and the length. You could see on the right hand side of the screen the visualization of the implant and the cylinder custom abutment. Once you've confirmed the selection, go ahead and click on OK, and then click on OK again. The software is now completely automatically generating the crown. And we could see on screen that the software has placed the crown along with the implant. Just as a quick tip, if you are planning a 2-implant case, then after your first crown and implant is placed and appears on screen, once again click Position Crowns, choose the option to keep existing and add new, and then select the second tooth, confirm the implant selection and modify if needed, and then click the OK button. Okay, we can now see that our second crown and implant has been placed. Now we're at the position crowns step, but we could already see here that our implant is really too close to the nerve. If we want to modify the implant at this stage, and as I mentioned, we'll be able to do it in the next step as well, but you could right click on the implant, choose replace, select a different implant, and the software will update it accordingly. For the purpose of this demonstration video, I'm going to delete this implant. I'll right click and choose remove, and the crown as well. Okay, let's continue by clicking on next. Okay, we are now at the step to adjust implant position. On the left side of the screen, we could see the implant in 3D, and on the right side of the screen, we could see it in 2D. The view on the right side of the screen shows us 360 degrees around the implant. You could use the wheel on your mouse to rotate around the implant, or you could grab and drag the slider on the right side of the screen as well. The implant positioning can be modified by simply grabbing and dragging the implant with your left mouse button to the desired location. You can modify the rotation by using the widget on the implant and simply grabbing and dragging the implant. The relevant 2D slice is indicated to us by looking in the 3D view at the horizontal line above the implant that rotates as we rotate around the implant. Once the implant positioning has been improved and confirmed as needed, go ahead and click on Next. The surgical guide curve has now been drawn automatically. We do have settings in Properties if you like to modify the number of teeth that are included in the surgical guide in the automatic surgical guide curve creation. The surgical guide curve indicates the area on which the surgical guide is going to be created. So you can modify just by grabbing and dragging any of the nodes. And as I mentioned, if you like to include more teeth, for example, go ahead and go into Properties and just modify the default settings there. You can also add a window to improve visibility when the surgical guide is placed. Simply right click on the model and choose Add Window. You can use the widget to modify the placement of the rectangle on screen. The rectangle represents where the surgical guide will be cut and the window will be created. You want to make sure that it slightly collides with the model and that it extends in the relevant direction through the future width of the surgical guide. So at this point, I see that there will be buccal visibility in terms of the placement of the surgical guide on the model, on the teeth. So I'm going to click Next. So just like that, the surgical guide has been created. We can confirm that the center of the implant is going through the software guide tube and going through the center of the surgical guide. We could see the visibility of the window. We do need to make sure that we don't leave any part of the surgical guide that's too thin. So what I would do now in this situation is I'll right click and click Show Windows, modify the width of the rectangle for the window, and then I'll click recreate guide with Windows, and I'll have the surgical guide recreated. Okay, now we're just in the final stages of saving the case and the surgical guide. So let's go ahead and click on next. The software is asking us where we would like to have the case and the surgical guide saved. So I'm just going to go to desktop. I'll click new folder. I'll write my patient's name, Sky Blue Surgical Guide Case. Click enter, and we're going to save the case and the surgical guide to that folder. If you're going to be transferring this treatment plan for surgical guide manufacturing and you would like to complete the case approval form, then you could go ahead and click on yes. Otherwise, click on no, and you have the option do not ask me again. The surgical guide now opens a order form to have the surgical guide printed and manufactured for you. If you're going to be printing and manufacturing in-house, just click the close button. Otherwise, complete the very short search form. The case will automatically be attached and the surgical guide will be manufactured. The price of surgery is $49 plus $20 for the metal cylinder to be inserted as well. It's really an extremely affordable price, enabling a surgical guide to be done pretty much for every implant case. I'm going to click close for now. The software is now asking where we would like to save the case report. So I'm going to go back to the same folder as I mentioned earlier, desktop, Sky Blue Surgical Case, and then click OK button. We can see that the PDF drilling report now appears on screen. And navigating to the relevant folder for the case, we could see that the PDF report, the surgical guide STL file, and the treatment plan have all been saved to this folder. The relevant information is displayed on screen. That has been saved to the folder. Click OK button, the open folder button, or click don't show again. If you go ahead and click on next, the software displays on screen a message that the case has been finished. You have two options: to start a new case or to close the wizard.